I don't know what that means, but the other day they were like, "Oh, would you like to upgrade your account to professional? You might be able to make money from it." I was like, "I'm not going to make money from it, but if you want to tell everyone I'm a professional, then that's fine."
Let's see if I can find him on Insta. We've got Flora there. Ah. The clips with her girlfriend, but it's mostly her and her cat. Got a very nice cat.
All right.
Do you have Flora on Instagram?
No. I don't know who I have on Instagram. I've never really used it. I've always been scared of Instagram.
No, Instagram, it's where it's at, man.
I'm too much of a narcissist. It's like, look, it is my face. I need to get used to my face again. Every time I've looked at my face in the mirror in the last 2 years, it's been like, sort it out, you can't. I used to be like, ah, yes, a godlike being of pure light. Now it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, everyone's going through shit right now. Like, Tom's got this shit going on, I've got some shit going on. My bass player
Yeah, no,
turns up to.
I really didn't expect you to be having shit going on right now. That's being
Oh, yeah,
honest.
but it's not, it's fine. This is this.
I was trying to talk to Sean the other day, and he's like, "Oh, not right now, man." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "I can't explain it." Sean's going through shit. Um, who else is going through shit? You're going through shit.
So my bass player, right, turns up to band practice last Thursday. So sorry, I'm a little bit late, guys. It's like, oh, you're alright, mate. It's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then my drummer goes, God, you don't look alright, mate. Are you sure you're alright? He goes, yeah, I'm fine. And he pauses for a minute and he goes, hey, you know, my wife had cancer last year and then they did some operations and then they sorted all that out. It's like yeah, yeah. So, yeah, well, she's got cancer again. It's like, oh, yeah, great.
Fucking hell. How old is he?
He's in his mid-60s or so.
Jesus. Yeah,
But yeah.
my boss at work, he's 40 this weekend actually, but yeah, he lost his missus like I think like 6 years ago, cancer.
Alright.
And he has now he has a 20-year-old lad and a 12-year-old lad. He's been through some fucking shit.
Yeah, man.
It's like broken family as well. Like, I don't think his family really been there for him. And then the woman he ended up with after her, she come out of relationship. Her husband hung himself. He was an ex-fireman with a gambling addiction. himself, and she had like a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old when she met him, and she's nuts. She's fucking horrible to him as well. Like every few weeks, they're like breaking up. Like, come on, man, you can do so much better. I know it's fucking. She's obviously got a lot of shit going on, but Jesus Christ, stress. Like after all the shit you've been through, like the fucking years of like chemo and like watching your partner die. Like, why would you end up with someone who's fucking like toxic?
Yeah, that seems to be everywhere though.
I'm gonna go piss. I'll be back in a minute. Tell me to fucking shut up whenever you like, by the way. I can go to bed whenever. I'm just on one I'm just on one at the moment. Just leading to this. I'm just venting.
That's alright.
I'm sitting there, I'm drinking. What am I drinking? I'm literally just pulling the cocktail cabinet apart. I've got vodka and Rubicon lychee. It's lovely.
Rubicon.
Rubicon. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm doing all right at the moment. I thought I had problems, and then like until like a few days ago, and then I was just like, I'm all right. Like my problems are nothing compared to the shit people are going through at the moment. I need to just chill out.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's all perspective, isn't it? Everyone's got different shit going on, and if you haven't been through much shit, then a little bit of shit is too much shit. But if you've been through loads of shit, then it's not so bad. And then once you've been through too much shit, then you just get all fucked up and weird. It just depends where you are along the scale.
I definitely think the last week has been like an acceleration in everything. Or the last 2 weeks, I want to say the it's it's in terms of my friends, like more shit going on, and then also in general in like world politics at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah. That's what I've been saying to everyone. In 2016 was when Donald Trump first got into power, and that was the height of us all fucking going nuts on drugs and shit in Tom's flat. Like that was the prime time when Donald Trump got into power last time, and now it's happened
So
again, and everything's getting weird again.
yeah. So my only issue at the moment that's really driving me mad in my personal life is I'm trying to sell a well no, I have sold a laptop which I bought in 2016, and
Right.
honestly I wish I hadn't, because it's just been the bane of my life since I've sold it. Because I sold it on Marketplace for 70 quid, and I rebooted it. It's just how I like discovered that DVD and shit like that. I like played it on there, and I checked everything was running fine. It's all running smoothly. Nothing wrong with this laptop. Like I reset it. I got everything I needed off of it. Reset it. It's working perfectly. 2 days straight. Not a problem. I've sold it 70 quid. Like the bloke, this woman wanted it. Her husband let her have it. He turned up. He's like, "Is there anything wrong with it?" No, there's nothing wrong with it. I was confident in that, and then I've just been getting messages like, "There's issues with this laptop." Shit, and they're like really like. I'm gonna sound like rude, but they're obviously like chavs, and I and they know where I live. And they're saying there's issues, and there wasn't an issue. But if they say there's issues, like where do I stand in terms of Facebook Marketplace? They're just gonna come around and fucking set my doorstep on fire. So I don't I don't I don't know where I'm gonna stand in the days to come, because they haven't said they want a refund. But I doubt they're going to be the sort of people that are going to be like, "Oh, we'll give you the laptop back and you can give us our money back."
So, like, mate, what do you expect? It's a laptop that's like
It's a laptop that's 9 years
9.
old,
Yeah. So what?
and
Like,
they're saying it. She said to me the other day, it's it keeps shutting down. I said, it fucking didn't do that. I literally had it running for 2 days straight. It didn't shut down. Like, I tested the battery to see how long it lasted. I woke up at 4 in the morning. It was still running perfectly. The only thing I can think is it hasn't got antivirus on it. And they've probably just put a load of shit on it, and they haven't probably got any antivirus, and it's probably just gone nuts. But yeah, minuscule problems. I just might get stabbed at some point.
but actually, we might get stabbed. I'll have you back. I mean, I've never sold it between us.
Bristol's a little bit stabby. No, what was it? The other couple of weeks ago, like it was like gone midnight. I think we were out all evening, and we got back, and Ella was like on getting a bag. I don't really want one. I go to bed. Ella was like, "Oh, let's get a bag." All right. If you've got money, I'll get a bag. She whipped out cash. I'll get a bag then. And then I'm on the phone to fucking Bristol. Guy on my phone called Bristol Boy. He turns up. Well, I message him. He rings me 30 seconds later. Oh, I'm a minute away. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll see you outside. Get in. Right, it's the BMW, three black blokes in there, right? Like, man them. Like, yo, yeah, what do you want? It's just a half. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you owe me from last time. What? And he's like, yeah, yeah, I texted you last time. It's like, no, you didn't. He's like, yeah, I did. I've never ticked a bag in my life. And there's 3 of them in the car. They were all looking at me. I was like, mate, you have not ticked me. I just want a half. I was like, sort of put the money out towards me. It's like, yeah, all right, yeah, here's your half. Get out of the car. And it's like, I'm never calling that bloke again. Like, he's literally just seeing if he could intimidate me. But the reality is that they could have fucking robbed me.
Yeah.
Not that I had anything else on me in the car, but they could have stolen my phone, I guess. But
They could have just taken that 50 quid off you and then told you to get out of the car.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would have been fairly easy.
That was just a weird interaction. I thought that's not a good tactic for a dealer.
No.
So I am never calling that bloke again.
They're just chancing it. They'll probably hear and see you. No, they know that you're not like a man. You're not on the streets. You're like straight edge. You're like a normal guy. You know, like musician type.
They probably heard my accent and were like, "Oh, we can intimidate this guy."
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh wait, I've got back into the house and I was just like physically like shaking, like more in anger than anything. Just like I'm not doing that again. Like imagine it was a girl getting into that car.
Yeah.
Like what would they have demanded?
Yeah, and some fucked up shit probably goes down in some of the rougher areas, let's say.
You haven't been to mine yet, have you?
No.
Yeah, you need to come down, man, and see what it's like.
I do.
You got a free weekend. It'd be nice to have you down, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I've been a bit stuck in recent times, but I think it's time to branch out a bit.
Well, a good thing would is just to sort of would just be to like pop it in your diary, and then because I know you have Dom most weekends, don't you?
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you give like Aggie enough notice, you can say, "Oh, this weekend I'm away."
Yeah.
And then come down and we can do some shit. I'm gonna do a weekend some point soon as well. Obviously, coming down to like like just me, not like Ella, but just to like spend some time with like Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, I do need to go and see Tom in light of recent events.
When's the last time you went away?
Like on holiday or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been like camping and shit with Dominic over the last couple of years, but the last time I actually went to another country was when I went to America in 2019.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I want to save up and go to Egypt in 2027 because like there's a total solar eclipse happening in direct view from the pyramids.
Right.
And I just feel like that's some biblically spiritual shit. Like if you can go to the pyramids and watch the eclipse, I just feel like that's where the magic is gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing about pyramids is very touristy.
Oh yeah, but it's not even about the pyramids. It's like that would be amazing, but the fact that you're there in that location indirectly, because you can't you can only like there's only very specific locations that you can see the total eclipse from, and they happen like once every 4 years, and most of the time they're in places like they just happen randomly all over the world. But the fact that it's like cutting directly through the middle of where the pyramids are, it just seems like some weird energy going on there. Like there was
Yeah,
one
that
in
would be
America
mad.
there was one in America last year in April, and they were going fucking nuts over it. You know, it was like I saw one in Europe in 1998, I think.
Yeah, do you remember the one when we were kids and we had those stupid glasses?
Yeah,
Were
yeah, that's what
you?
I'm saying.
I think I was with you and Kira in my back garden.
See,
Is that right?
when it actually happened, I was on a motorway in Germany.
Oh right. Okay. So yeah, I was with Kira in my back garden. I remember that. It was weird. It just went like not dark, but like because it was a sunny day, but everything went a little bit grey. Not grey, but it was like a weird like orange darkness.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be different depending on where you are. It was like they feel like right underneath where it's happening, it'll be very dark. But if you go to the edge, it'll get sort of orangey and that. I'll send you a picture. Like it's like where the path of the next one is. What's the? I don't know. There's one before that, I think.
You've just sent me a photo of the.
It's that line. It's like if you're in that line, it'll get really dark. It's just like it goes like directly over Luxor. Just that's nuts,
Path,
mate.
path
That's
of
nuts.
totality.
Yeah, that's just nuts, mate. That just seems like too good to be true. That's gonna be some iconic shit going on there.
I'm going to. Have you spoken to Sean recently?
No, I think he's upset with me.
Why?
Well, I heard from Keith and
Didn't
Tom
you
that.
go to a party recently? Didn't you go to his house party recently?
No, I didn't know anything about it until you mentioned it that time when we were playing Helldivers, and then I was like, oh, I don't know about that, and then everyone was like, oh shit, Sean hasn't told Joe. And then it turns out they discovered why Sean didn't invite me, but it's alright. I'll square it all off on Adam's stag do. But I think I don't really give a fuck. But Sean seems to have beef with me, so I'm gonna have to.
Why has he got beef with you?
Or like last year, he contacted me at some point and said that he wanted to do a party for my 33rd birthday. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. That'd be really nice. And then as it got closer to it, he kind of changed the dates and everything. And then I was like, oh, I'm playing a gig that day, but I'll still turn up. And then I turned up, and then it really late, it's like that night I turned up at 2 in the morning. You remember that? It was all on cocaine and that in Sean's flat, June
No,
last year.
don't really remember it.
It's just what I'm saying. It was all a bit weird, and then I got really pissed, and then I I kind of needed to vomit, so I went and threw up, and then I was
Sorry, I
in there.
lost you there.
I,
Last like 10 seconds.
that's right. I got quite drunk. I drank a whole 10 pack of Strongbow, and then smoked a joint, and then I kind of felt quite ill, so I went and threw up. And I was throwing up for quite a while, and then while I was throwing up, Sean was trying to get me to leave, and I was like, let me finish throwing up first, because I don't just want to walk out and throw up all over the street, Just give me a bit. So just give me a minute. And then I went home that day, and then I thought nothing of it, And then the other day I heard from Tom and Keith that apparently I broke Sean's very expensive toilet seat. And he was really fucked off at me because this toilet seat was super expensive, and I still haven't been told how expensive said toilet seat is, but apparently I broke his toilet seat, and that's why he didn't invite me to his latest party. So
It's over a toilet seat.
yeah, I didn't even know about this. That was the first, literally this was last week. I said
Yeah.
to that's
I remember because you were in the toilet for ages.
yeah,
I was trying to get in there.
I was fucking passing out. I was fucking ill, mate. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah, I
happened
know,
to me.
because you literally threw up into a cup in front of me.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah. But
Nice. Yeah, it's one of them.
say stuff about that.
Yeah, apparently. So, I'll deal with that. I'm not really
I
bothered.
thought you were going to say you owed him money or something.
I did owe him money, but I've paid all that off now. He's lent me money in the past.
Lost you there.
Sam?
What are you doing?
Helldiver, the super destroyer is ready for your next mission.
Hello?
Idiot.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Some Thatcher's Gold.
Thatcher's Gold. Nice.
It's £3.7 for 4 cans. What the fuck?
Rum.
One mission more.
One shudders to envisage what repulsive larvae gestates within the glue. As
If we don't stop the bug's mindless reproduction, the burden's going to fall on us.
Right. So you didn't go to this party the other day?
No, no.
Right, that makes sense. Because you said to me the other day, he was like, "Oh, yeah, Joe and Rory have just left," and I assumed it was you, but I think he must have meant Joe Kent.
Yeah.
Like 8:30 in the morning or something.
Oh, nice.
But I think most people had left by like 2 a.m. I know Tom didn't even make it till, I think Tom had left by like 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m.
Yeah. I think he initially met up with just Tom and Keith. And Keith like offered Tom a spliff like outside of Sean's flat, probably parked down the road or something like that. And Tom doesn't really smoke spliffs anymore. I think he just has that sort of the weed vaporizer.
Yeah.
Same thing I've got. I bought the same one as him, but I haven't smoked in like I don't think I've used it since before Christmas. I haven't had any weed. But yeah, he just went off on like basically I think the tobacco span him out, so Tom like ended up like driving home at like 5:30 or something because he felt too like late. I think all this shit like hit him. What was going on with him and Rose?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because I think if you smoke weed on its own, it's fine. But then if you mix tobacco, you get like a rush with it. And then, especially if you're not in like your sort of comfort zone, and you're probably anticipating like, oh, I'm gonna have to start dealing with people I've never met before. You kind of just want to get out of that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been there before.
Did you know I'm going on holiday with Sean soon?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Are we going to Budapest?
Oh, nice. Oh, I say it.
Budapest. Budapest is happening. The original stag. But on a bit more of a shoestring budget. Like Budapest is super cheap, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got flights and accommodation, £400 for 4 days.
Oh, nice.
But you can't even go to Cornwall for that.
Yeah.
It's insane. I was looking at the place me and the other stayed for on our honeymoon. So 21, and that same place is now £240 a night.
Oh, nice.
That's just the accommodation.
Yeah, it's super expensive anyway these days.
Listen, the UK, man, you want to go somewhere where Hungary doesn't have the euro. So if you go away, I'd recommend going to Hungary and go soon before the war kicks off. So it's obviously Hungary's on the border with Ukraine, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I feel like this war's gonna escalate and expand. It'll be fun. Donald Trump's a Russian spy just sent in to destabilize the entire system.
Yeah, Putin's definitely got something on him, hasn't he? Ivanka, whatever her name is.
Yeah, what fucking hell. Has she got a Russian name?
No, I think she is Russian, isn't she? I don't know. Or is she like
It's his
Polish or
daughter.
something? His wife.
Oh, his wife's called Ivana.
Yeah, Ivana, yeah.
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
Czech.
Yeah, what's the next move for you?
No.
Like just staying Crawley.
Yeah.
You love a bit of Crawley.
Well, I'm quite happy in this house, you know. It's quite. The problem is, it's just like the expense of going anywhere else. I need to do it with someone else. But this house is like, right, so it's like it's a 3-bedroom house, right? It's £1,100 a month, right? If you go on if you go on like rental websites now and look for the cheapest 3 bedroom house in Crawley, it's £1,950. So for some reason I'm paying like 850 quid less than the cheapest house in Crawley, and I don't know why. So it's like, if I can stay here, I will, because it's a good deal.
Are you gonna, like, obviously you've got a lot of cats. What's the situation there?
They're not my cats. There is
So
one.
is Rachel gonna take all the cats with her?
I would imagine so, but I don't know. We'll get to that. I don't really give a fuck at this point. For a week I was just like, oh, what's going to happen with all these things? And now I'm just like, no, I don't care about that. I just need to be all right, and I'm going to be all right. Like none of these things matter anymore. I'm just gonna like, I don't know. Yeah, it does in a way, but I mean, I've spent a long time worrying about all this bollocks, and at the end of the day, it turns out none of it mattered. So it's like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna not
All of
concern
my
myself
worries,
with how
all of
much
my
it
worries
matters.
meant nothing.
Like,
I mean, that is the end of all things. Like, I've heard like a lot of people sort of say that towards the end of their life.
yeah,
All of my worries meant nothing.
that's literally it. So, oh God, what have I done to
Like,
myself?
it does mean a lot to you at the time. Ah, I wish we could do these chats more often, and not in the not in the times of you know, not when it's so extreme. Definitely miss having like the sort of close circle of sort of people around me. Definitely underestimated that. Hello. are you doing?
Can you hear me?
You know?
Yeah. I was cutting out for a minute there. I don't know why you couldn't hear me. That's the kitten. Hey, bro.
Still, we've got Adams in coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like that's going to be a lot of it's going to be a lot of tension to unfold during that event.
What do you mean?
Just like everyone's lives are so tumultuous, and there's so many people going to that thing that don't speak to each other anymore. And it's all going to just be an absolute mess, but a beautiful mess, and I'm very looking forward to it. It's going to be quite cathartic. It's like, you know, the other ones, it's just like, yeah, we're all good mates, we're all just going to a field and we're all getting fucked up. But now Sean's pissed off at me, Steve's going to it, we're all going to get absolutely fucked up. Tom's life's falling apart, my life's falling apart. You know, it's going to be a very interesting event.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a load of people going, oh, mate, I'm sorry about all that shit I did 10 years ago. I was young, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Yeah, I know, mate. I've sat on my own for 5 years. Felt guilty about shit, but it meant nothing. Ah, it's all right, mate. We'll get over it. It's like, hang on, is this what it means to be an adult? It's like, yes, this is what it means to be an adult. It's like, right, can we all put this all behind us now and just be fucking normal people again? So, at least that's what I'm predicting.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think Adam's going to have a clue about any of it.
It's funny how Adam's the one. For fuck's sake, mate. He's the one who picks all the pieces at the end. The responsible one that stayed out of all the trouble. He's the one who has to fucking pick up all the pieces.
He's had to organise his own stag do.
He's the one who has to pick up all the pieces of all of our bullshit over the years. This is too much, mate. It's too symbolic. He is Adam. He is the original man.
Adam.
God, mate, it all makes sense. This is some biblical shit right here, because it's fuck. Fuck, it's after Easter when I'm 33. God, it's too much. All of this symbolism, I can't take it anymore, Andy. Everything's a scripted event.
You're already 33. What are you
I know,
talking about?
and I'm 33, right? 33 is the year that Jesus was crucified and then came back from the dead. So Easter this year, I'm 33. This is the year Jesus would have been killed by all of his mates and shit.
Right.
This is the one. After this, I can let go of the personality disorder and just be a normal man.
I don't think you get the choice if you've got a personality disorder.
No, but that's the hope. That's what I've told myself. After that point, it's like there's no point worrying about it anymore.
I think if you're already aware of it, then that's a good sign. If you think you've already got a personality disorder, then maybe this is a year of change. Or at least the year you sort of are no longer sort of like manipulated by other people.
Yeah, Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've been changing for a long time, and the response of being really upset about shit that doesn't happen is like that's the problem. And at this point, I just don't give a fuck anymore. What I'm saying, you sort of like get to say you get
But
to this age, it's just like why worry about that bullshit? It's just not worth
you've been
it.
changing for a long time, but I've known you the longest, and at your core, you've always stayed the same.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I don't think you have a personality disorder. I think that to me, you're you've been through a lot, and you're a vulnerable person, and a lot of people have taken advantage of you. And whereas like me and you are very close, at some stage, and like we've kind of lost the connection. I feel like throughout that, like more and more people have just been sort of hopping on here and there, just sort of exploiting your good nature
yeah,
because you are like an incredible person, um, and your good nature is like very easy to like take take advantage of, not to like mug you off or anything, but like you're yeah, in a way you're like too kind, and I feel like maybe this year is the year you you're just like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm gonna be more there for me, and I'm gonna get what I want out of a relationship for a change. I
yeah,
feel like maybe this time, yeah, you're gonna be more in control of it.
yeah. Well, that's the plan. I mean, you can't really plan these things, but
You can, of course you can. You're completely in control of it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. There was a time when I felt that, and I can get back there. I said I need to sit on my own and remember who I was again.
You've been too far spread out, man. Like you've got a kid and shit. You've got, you have to manage that relation.
Yeah.
Freedom be with you, Helldiver. Helldiver.
Managed democracy calls for aid. Only you can answer, Helldiver. Liberty's enemies march ever closer.